Fandom Arcade. Ready? Start.
Welcome back to Fandom Arcade. Evan died.
Thanks for that.
And yep, Mr. Kong saying the Flash is running up his fridge. Good one.
Nice.
He is running up the side of our desks. Or the side of our dividers. Anyway.
Oh no, I face planted into a nightmare turtle.
The question I was going to ask you.
This controller's getting so sweaty.
One, have you ever seen Tetsuo the Iron Man?
No. What is that?
You never heard of it?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyone there on Twitch or YouTube know what I'm talking about? Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Stop being in a special cool club without me.
Is a independent Japanese film that is terrifying.
Ooh.
Black and white.
Oh no.
And it's about a
Live action? Animated? Sorry.
live action.
Okay.
And it's about a guy who, like just a regular Japanese businessman, who hits another guy with his car. The guy he hits turns out to be, yep, someone on Twitch saw all three of them. I haven't seen the third one. But the guy he hits is a deranged madman who's just called the machinist, and he's a metal fetishist.
Okay.
Like he cuts his skin and puts metal in it.
Ew.
Anyway.
Ew, gross.
So, the guy who hit him all of a sudden starts turning more and more into a robot. Like, all of a sudden he peels parts of his skin back and he's made out of metal. He winds up killing his girlfriend with a drill penis.
Dan.
Yeah.
I would have lived the rest of my life happier having never have heard those words.
And by the end of the movie, turns into a gigantic, grotesque Z-bot looking thing.
Well, that's certainly a thing.
And the soundtrack is nearly more, the heavy industrial soundtrack, nearly more disturbing than Silent Hill.
What? Why?
I will make you watch that.
I don't want.
Oh, dude.
I don't want.
Dude, we're gonna robo trip and watch it.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't thread the needle. That's the thing. I'm hoping that question block is worth it because I'm still gonna go for it.
Anyway, so that was that question: is have you ever seen Tetsuo?
Okay.
And then there was a second movie called Tetsuo the Bullet Man. And I can't remember what the third one was called. But they all are about different people who experience this weird metal metamorphosis. It's metamorphi.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it all based around like the same deranged madman guy?
I don't know. If I remember right, I don't think so.
So why? Is there no explanation?
It's more just like the world has got strange dark magic in it.
Strange dark metal magics?
Yeah. So I remember a buddy of mine told me about it because, he knew what a fan I was of how disturbing Silent Hill was and everything like that. I made the mistake of going home one night to my little home in Oakland and watched it by myself.
Oh, I'm guessing...
Oh, that's the name of the third one. Yeah, Wolfzilla brought it up on Twitch. Tetsuo the Body Hammer.
Ew.
Which is my porn name now.
Have I ever told you what my porn name is?
Yes, you have.
Yes.
So tell everyone.
So I wanted to come up with the world's greatest porn name, should I ever decide to get into porn. And Dan, are you gonna ask me the question, the follow up, the comedy follow up question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So the question, or my porn name is Robert J. Hardcastle.
Ooh, tickle me sexified. What's the J stand for?
James. It's a family name.
Oh.
I always thought that'd be hilarious.
I thought I'd give you a good send up there. Like that was.
That was perfect.
You were on your way to the basket, and I tipped that to you.
Oh, you absolutely did. All right, come on. Okay, be worth it. Yes! Haha! Okay, now I'm gonna try and get past these guys while still keeping my bigness.
You're gonna try. Are you gonna try and stay hard while walking?
All right. Okay. Oh, they switched. I want to wait until they both jumped. Oh, I have a limited time. Shit. Ooh.
Okay.
Dan, I have nothing. I have nothing, and I am nothing, and nothing will ever be of me.
Can I ask you my follow-up question then?
Yes.
Or would you like to watch Tetsuo the Body Hammer?
By all means, your follow-up question.
I know, so I know...
Anything... What the... How did I run into the back of a bullet?
So what's interesting about, by the way, what's
I got
interesting
killed
about...
by the back of a bullet, Dan.
Most people don't do that.
No.
What's interesting about Tetsuo, and this is just something... I know I know you wouldn't be a fan of it, but I know one thing you would be able to appreciate...
What's that?
Is... On such a small budget, it is such a disturbing film without being gory or anything. It's just unsettling.
Yeah.
And I think you would appreciate the artistry in creating that environment.
Oh, absolutely. And you mentioned the music before, and that is
Hard industrial, really upsetting.
Yeah, and that is a huge element of Japanese horror that I've always been a fan of, despite not being a fan of the horror genre. Is the utilization of God bless America, the utilization of sound as a cornerstone of eliciting an unsettling fear response,
Which
not in a lulling people into a false sense of security and then spooking them.
That's jump scares.
Yeah, and I am not a fan. But the utilization of just different sound. I saw a really excellent analysis of it on YouTube, and I'm totally blanking, unfortunately, on who it was. I think it may have been Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Doug Walker's got good analysis.
Oh, absolutely. Top notch. But I think it was... I'm trying to figure it... a good example was in the original Ringu. The weird little demon boy ghost.
That was Grudge.
Grudge. Yes, Grudge.
Ringu was long hair.
Yeah. Yes.
Grudge was Catboy.
Yes. Both. That's a thing. The utilization of a cat screaming.
Yep.
As the sound effect.
And it works.
Yeah.
It really works.
And like when you describe that, you're like, yeah. Instead of making like a unholy ghost scream, it's just a cat. Just a cat. But the use of disparate sounds.
And that's what I think has really made that horror genre so successful.
Absolutely. And also keying the viewer into eliciting a fear response from something that would otherwise be an entirely benign sound. In the case of, like, this may have been The Grudge as well. The use of phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Using a phone ringtone to associate to like bad things happening, so that when you hear that ringtone, you know, oh shit's going down.
Exactly.
Whoa! Pause. Oh god. I don't know how I did that, but I'm very happy it happened. Okay, here we go.
Way to go, Body Hammer. You got this.
No, don't ever.
You're the Body Hammer.
Oh, don't not start over.
No.
That was close.
That.
Okay. We're just getting super quiet. Oh no! Oh no! Bullets.
And hammers.
My only weakness.
Bullets and hammers.
I'm not even gonna try.
Ah!
You've got to be.
I thought we were close. I thought we were
kidding me.
close enough that it wouldn't fire.
I thought so too. I was wrong. There's a reason this is called
Quit
Veterans
the
Row.
Quit the level.
We're done.
Oh wait. Hold on. Where are we at in the episode? You've got time for one more try and before we have to do the next episode.
Okay, I'm gonna try and speedrun techniques. Speedrun. Here's my speedrun powers. Are you ready? Speedrun powers activate. And here we go.
You've got time to keep going.
I've another.
One more.
Oh god damn it. Okay, speedrun technique. Speedrun. Here we go. Speed.
Damn it, Barry, run!
Go. Thanks, Tom Kavanaugh. Bye.
You do one thing, Barry.
Oh.
And badly.
Run into Nightmare Turtles.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, that's it.
No.
No?
I'll tell you if it's it.
Okay. I'll keep going. I am enjoying this level.
No, actually, we were coming up short, so you do have to keep going.
Excellent. I'll just try and be less bad at this. Wow, I did so much better on that last pass. I'm psyching myself out. Okay, here we go.
Can I talk to you more about horror? Because that's when we were getting the farthest.
Sure.
So, for me...
Tell me about the worst things that I hate.
Well, so that's the thing, is that I actually don't consider myself much of a horror fan. I'm actually a suspense fan.
Mm-hmm.
But suspense, the best suspense can include elements of horror.
Okay.
So, yeah, like, that was actually what I loved so much about when I first played Silent Hill in 1998 when it first came out, was this understanding that it's like, okay, this is something very different. Mm-hmm. It's cultivating an air of suspense. I find that I'm not, a lot of things I love have involved some gory elements, like, I'm a huge Silent Hill fanatic and everything like that, but in my personal storytelling and filmmaking, I would say that I like to cultivate more uncertain and claustrophobic suspense.
Okay.
You remember I showed you the American version of Dragon Tattoo for your first time.
Yes, I still haven't seen the original though.
So as someone, the books mean the world to me. I love the books, and I love the original Swedish versions of the films. But I can safely say, even though that they had to truncate so much of the book and flat out cut some things out, I would still argue that the American version is the better made film. The Swedish version is more true to the story, but David Fincher's works, Fight Club, Seven, Social Network.
I also like the idea of Fight Club 7.
Fight Club 7.
Yep.
But also Gone Girl.
The Fightening.
So anyway, that's where I would argue that it's like the Swedish version is more true to the story. The American film is the better film.
Okay.
But one of the things that I love so much, and I'll remind you of this scene, but when Stellan Skarsgård, who played Martin, the killer, the scene where he has Daniel Craig, Mikhail, wrapped up downstairs and everything.
Yeah.
There's a scene he does so well when he says how much he enjoys when he can watch his victims struggle to get out of it by trying to please him. They're thinking to themselves, maybe if I'm kind, maybe if I beg, maybe I'll survive. And he just watches the color drain out of their face when they begin to realize that there's nothing they can do to stop themselves from being killed.
Yeah.
That scene, there's no blood, and it's just dialogue. And it's done so well. I love that kind of suspense.
Yeah.
Where it's like all you have to do is say the right words to build the tension up ridiculously.
Well, and so much of that has to come with the fact that you're first and foremost a writer.
Thank you.
And an exceptional one at that.
Thank you.
You are welcome. See, I was saying the right things to please you. And now you can't murder me!
Sure.
Yeah. Time permitting.
Weather permitting, whatever. But, the suspense in that movie was incredible. And I know the photography was beautiful.
Absolutely. And Dan, I know how much you like Dragon Tattoo, so I think you'll be really excited by what I got you for your birthday.
My birthday's in 5 months. Okay.
Do you know how long it takes to plan an abduction and murder?
Next time on Fandom Arcade.